What's up, everybody? This is Kenny Cummins here. This is Chilling with Kenny C. This is night one of the 15-year anniversary celebration, and I am being joined with my last guest of the evening, making waves, making moves. He's got the time to chat with yours truly. He's got a lot of dope tracks out right now. He goes by the name of Nez the Villain. He's with me right now. What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing real good, man. Thank you for being on the celebration, man. Appreciate it.
Man, thank you for having me.
I see you are from Texas, I see.
Yes, sir, from Austin, Texas, south side of the city.
Okay, Austin, Texas. Shout out to Austin, dope city and everything. Uh, so let's talk about your journey first, as far as you getting started. What was the early process of your career like?
I started real young at writing music. Like I would say, like in my early teenage years, 13 to 15, I was really like just discovering who I was as an artist. 16 beyond, I really kind of like dove into the streets and kind of stopped making music. I really didn't pick music back up heavy until the pandemic. Once the pandemic hit, I kind of just never stopped. I started recording and just I put out 8 projects in 2021. Last year, I put out 8 total projects, 6 EPs, 2 full length projects, and I just been on a ball on a run since then.
You definitely have been on the one. I'm on your Spotify page right now, and I was scrolling through. Yeah, man, you've been busy, bro. And
Yes, sir.
respect the grind. I definitely respect the grind.
Yeah, man.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, man. I started putting out the music at the end of December, November 13th, 2020, and from then I became a South by Southwest official artist this year. I mean, there's a lot of things that I've accomplished in a short period of time just based off consistency in the grind, and of course, good music.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So I'm glad you brought up the software West South by thing. That is a big deal,
Yes,
especially
sir.
for independent artists, man. Talk about that experience going through that particular that weekend, that event and everything.
Man, it was an experience in itself. I performed 5 times that week. It's nonstop movement. The networking that you could do during South by Southwest is amazing because there's so many artists from different parts of the world that just gather in one spot for a whole week, and you can see all from major artists to the independents. I mean, you see them that you see the grind. You could just being able to touch elbows with people, and then the people that you can meet, like for placements, marketing, all kinds of promo going on, selling your merch. I mean, it's a big deal, and you got to take advantage. Even if you're not booked for a show, like I feel like all artists should come down during that week and take advantage of the opportunities because there's plenty of times to get interviews. You might just get open mics. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on in the city during that week.
Yeah, man. If you in an event like that, if you in a you're not even performing, you definitely got to take advantage of the networking. Just look around, see who's out there, talk to some
Yeah.
people, especially you're an independent artist because you can attest to this. It's tough. It's
Oh,
challenging.
definitely.
It's
Definitely.
so if you go to a big event, big weekend like that, you gotta you can't just tell them you want this. You gotta show them that you
Oh,
want
you
it.
definitely. Yeah, nobody's gonna give you anything. You're not gonna get handed anything. And talent is 10% of this music industry. You have to go out there and market yourself. You gotta brand yourself. You gotta network. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. So you gotta get out there and make your presence felt.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, one of the songs that got my attention of you is the Million Pieces joint.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to talk that's a vibe right there. That's a
Yeah,
vibe.
definitely,
So
definitely.
so talk about recording that song, man, Million Pieces.
Man, Million Pieces is I was, everybody has relationship issues and problems, and there's up and downs in relationships, and it's just one of those things, one of those times where I got to express myself. The beat came into my possession. It was produced by a guy out of UK named Jamie Beats. Uh, it kind of just sent me on a path. Like a lot of these beats that I record on, I put them on in the first 15 seconds, they'll grab my attention and they'll just speak to me. So I was recently discovering autotune at the time and using it as an instrument. And that's what it just gave me a vibe. I just wrote that beat and the product of it was so phenomenal in my opinion that I just had to push it so hard. And right now that song has been all over the place. It's been in the UK. Right now, it's in rotation in Jacksonville, Florida. It's in Birmingham, UK, United Kingdom. It's on 3 different stations there. It's all over the states. It's been making its rounds. It's got me it's in Pittsburgh right now. It's been number 1 for 6 weeks straight on a indie radio station there. It's been played here in my city on 2 different stations. Yeah, it's been giving me a lot of buzz.
So you mentioned that it's been played throughout the country, at least here
Yeah.
in the United States. You
Mm-hmm.
also mentioned it's been played outside of the U.S. Now,
Yes, sir.
getting that buzz in your own country, obviously, that's a big deal. But getting your music heard in the UK and different areas outside of the U.S., what's that feeling like?
Man, it's crazy because like anytime that anybody spends their time to listen to me, it's a blessing in my eyes, and I'm appreciative of it. But when you get them emails from these radio stations that are out of the country, it's a different feeling. It's like it gives you drive and motivation to keep going, and it's just one of those things that like you use it to keep pushing. And that's how I take it. It's all everything that I get, whether good or bad, it's all motivation to me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And just so you know, Million Pieces was also heard on a show that I've been working on for months now called Music Monday. I do a music
Awesome.
I do a Music Monday like every Monday, and I do hip hop one week. I do pop another week, rock, country. Following weeks after that, and I put the Million Pieces joint on. I think it was on the pop rotation. Um,
I
so
appreciate it.
so yeah, it's on there, and
Man, I appreciate it. Cause
so,
that right there it was so cool out of my box, like out of my comfort zone with that song. Really, I'm a type of artist that I like to stick to my roots and which is lyrics. And I like to spit bars, 64s, hundreds, no hooks. So that's
yeah, absolutely, man. So talk about you mentioned the projects
my
you
pen.
released. Yeah,
It speaks to my pen. I appreciate it, bro.
yeah, absolutely, man. So as far as the releases, you got Kids from the Boxes
Mm-hmm.
EP, and you got Casey's Garden
Garden. Mm-hmm.
that also came out this year. Let's talk
Yes.
let's talk about Kid from the Boxes first. Talk about that project first.
Man, Kid from the Boxes is and where I'm from on the south side of Austin, Texas. It's a notorious neighborhood. They call it Murderside, and I used to always be out there. I used to always be at the mailboxes. Those mailboxes are my stomping grounds, and that Kid from the Boxes is just a representation of me, the things that I've gone through. It just a small glimpse into my story. Um, yeah, that's just what it is, man. It's just a small EP. I love to throw EPs because it grabs the my fans' attention and it doesn't have them spending so much time consuming music. But yeah, that's just what it is, man. It's just where I'm from. It's just the boxes represent where I'm from.
Okay, so let's talk about the album cover. So
Yeah.
let's talk about the story behind that.
Yeah, that's me. As a young boy, I always been who I am right now. How how I am right now is how I've always been, even since a kid. You know, and a hat says "Lady Killer" on there. The you see behind is a silhouette of two important ladies in my life. I was raised by women, so and that's just what it is. It's my grandmother back there and my cousin who's like my sister. They're behind me, and this it just represents me. This is a young Nez right there.
Yeah, so and it definitely fits the title, kid, for the
Yeah, a
boxes.
kid from the boxes. Yeah.
And it's always intriguing when music artists, have the cover of their younger self, just to look what they were then and look where they are now. Definitely shows growth. It shows where they were then and where they are now, where they're headed. So
Yes.
it definitely takes you on a journey. Definitely when you see that kid picture, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
And by the way, before we move on to Casey's Garden,
yeah,
all my album covers except Nothing Easy, the first one, I've done them. So again, back to artists, use your resources, learn tricks from the trade. You know what I'm saying? That's one less thing that I had to pay for because I picked up using graphics. But
yeah, absolutely, man. That's awesome. So let's talk Casey Gordon and talk about putting that project together.
again, Casey's Garden, that all my EPs, bro, have come in one session. So Casey's Garden is just me going into the studio on an 8-hour session and just using one producer, which is way too lost, and just going in there and vibing out. Whatever the track tells me to do, I go in there and do it. Again, I'm notorious for not really writing anymore. I go in there and just vibe out.
Yeah, I love Casey's Garden. I definitely enjoy you being so versatile with your
Appreciate you.
music. So and I feel like that's what most artists are turning into these days. They want to show some versatility, and you put that on display with your music. So go check out Nez the Villain's music. It is on all the platforms. Nez as in Neztha Villain. Check him out. Check out all the albums, man. He's literally been busy even through this whole pandemic.
Yes.
So you definitely stay busy and check out the latest single, Got What They Need, that features 1030 Montana. That's the latest single. Go check that out. That's on all the platforms as well. So with everything you've been able to do these last few years, okay, obviously people want to know what's next for Nez the
Oh,
Villain.
man, right now I just completed a collaboration project with another artist from my city named Black Child, and it's produced by a producer from Austin named Cooley Fly. And we literally went in there, recorded 11 tracks from the ground up, from a thought, and just built from scratch. And that's what I'm working on. It's called Genius. Gifted entities navigating intelligently under stress. It's an acronym, and that's what you can expect from me next. It's coming October 7th. So be on the lookout for that.
Okay, October. So you got the summer cover. You had spring. Now you got some for the fall.
Oh, yes, sir.
So you seasonal with it. I like that you seasonal with it.
Yeah, and I'll have something for the fourth quarter too. And I just got done wrapping up a short film, like a scene for a short film. So I'm branching into acting now. Yeah, I'm working. Music videos galore. You can find me hanging off billboards on YouTube. You just check out my stuff anywhere in this world. I'm on all streaming platforms. Nez the Villain. So yeah, just check me out. You could probably hear my son in the background right now. This is real live and in effect right now.
Shout out to the, we love the kids on this show. We
Oh,
love
oh
kids.
yeah, man. Hey, you can find my son on YouTube, freestyling in his own video off my YouTube. My son is a baby rapper. He's 4 years old. He wants to be a rapper too. So yeah,
Okay, okay. Next
now
gen.
yeah, I'm grooming the next generation.
Yeah, next generation right there. So who knows, about 10, 15 years, I might interview him.
You
And
never know,
so
bro.
you
That'll be
never know.
amazing.
I've done this radio thing for 15 years. I've been fortunate to interview so many talented independent artists, and I'm so happy to have you on here and to hear your story and hear what you've been working on and what you have next, man. I like what I see, and I like what I hear from Nez Tha Villian, and I definitely look forward to what's next for you. You can check out Nez Tha Villian. He's on Instagram at Nez Tha Villian. That's NEZTHA Villain. Hit the follow button. He'll keep you he keep you locked for what's next for him. Movies, music, everything is on
Yes,
there.
sir.
So go check
And
it out.
Kenny C, I appreciate you for having me. Let's celebrate the 15 years and 15 more years to come and beyond. I appreciate you, Kenny C.
Appreciate you, man. You take care. You have a good night. Enjoy the rest of
You
your
too.
weekend.
Yes, sir.
Take it
Holla
easy,
at
man.
you.
Yes, sir.